Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. We're back on good old Satisfactory, ready to continue our playthrough here on Boosteroid. But first, you know what time it is. We gotta talk about them. But first, even before that, let me tell you that there is a link down in the description below that should you wish to use that link, you can sign up or sign into Boosteroid and get a subscription with it. And should you do that, I will thank you because you do help out the channel. As well. So anyway, we're going to be using the Boosteroid service in order to play this game today, just like every weekend as well. So, and we're going to be talking about some of the features and some of the stuff about Boosteroid. So hopefully you decide to stay for that as well. So anyway, so what is Boosteroid basically? Boosteroid is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets, as well as you can play on other devices such as smart TVs and laptops and desktops. You don't have to have a gaming PC to play your PC games. Of course, and you don't have to worry about installation or anything like that. So, which is pretty awesome. So basically, it just uses the internet in order to load up your PC games and play them. So, make sure you have a good, strong internet connection in order to use this type of service, because it does take a lot of internet. It takes way more internet than your average, what you're doing right now, which is watching on YouTube. It takes way more internet than that. Let me tell you. Is because you're not only getting a stream of the game that you're playing, you're also sending out data, which is your control data, from your mouse and your keyboard, or from your phone, from your little controller device, whatever you're using. It takes those inputs, sends them out across the internet over to the PC that you're connected to. Those controls are then input into that PC, and then the results of those inputs are then sent back to you, and all this is happening within milliseconds. We're not talking about seconds, we're talking about milliseconds. So it's pretty crazy, really awesome technology. So, and like I said, allows you to play your PC games on any device, which is nice. Just you're using the internet. So, like I said, make sure you have a good internet connection, Ethernet cable, direct wired basically connection if you can. If it's not possible, like with many mobile devices, make sure that you are using a 5 gigahertz connection. 2.4 is not strong enough. So most Wi-Fi most Wi-Fi things will use two different bands, which is 2.4 and 5. Just make sure you connect to the 5, because 2.4 is not good enough. Or if you're connected via mobile service, hopefully your mobile service is good enough if you're not connected directly to the internet. But yeah, anyway, so that's basically Boosteroid in a nutshell. So that's what it allows us to do, which is, like I said, pretty awesome technology. And anyway, we're going to go from the game here. As you can kind of see on my screen here in the top left, I've got my stream here, which is the video stream, the gaming streaming, the game stream. So I'm actually connected to a computer that isn't my own. I'm actually playing this game on a computer that isn't my own, because why not just promote the service? Why not use the service while you're promoting it? That's what I think. Anyway, that's what we should all be doing for promoting services like that. It's like, yeah. So we're actually using the service here, Boosteroid, to play this game. Like I said in the beginning, you can see that it's roughly, we got 60 FPS on the stream itself, and then about 60 some latency or so, which isn't all that great. There's a slight bit of input lag, but that's just because of my internet connection. So we'd actually see how the game's FPS itself is. We could hit this little key here. This is within the game, by the way. Just a little code we can input down at the bottom, and then we get the FPS in the top right. That's not part of Boosteroid, but anyway. But yeah, and if you bring up your overlay, however you bring up your overlay, there's several different ways of doing it depending on the device you're using and the application. So the Boosteroid applications, some of them are a little different, but I'm using the show statistics here. I can turn this off and turn this on. stuff like that. You can also stream with Boosteroid in case you're a streamer. You can also do the streaming here as well. You can do your microphone. You can do render picture mode. This is also how you kind of end your session as well. So if you want to end your session at any point, the best way to do it is to go to the game's menu, which is right here, and save your game. And once you've saved your game, then go ahead and exit the game as if you're on a PC. So we exit to desktop there, and that'll take you back to where you logged in either through Steam or through Epic, and then we'll upload your save. And then once it's uploaded the save, go ahead and bring up your overlay again, however you do it, and go ahead and click the end session button, and then the session will be ended. It's a few extra steps, but being able to play your PC games on whatever device you're trying to use that isn't a gaming PC, then there you go. You can even use a gaming PC. That's what I'm doing. I'm using actually Firefox 11. I'm using it in full screen mode, which you hit F11 to do. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And as you can see, like I said, playing the game. Also, if I bring up my overlay and I move my mouse cursor to the top of the screen, you can actually see, yes, I am playing the game with any browser. I'm just playing in full screen mode, so it looks like I'm just playing a game. That way, I'm not bothered by all the other extra stuff. But I got two different tabs here. I've got the gaming tab, and if I click this is the main website tab. So when you sign up or sign in, this is what you're going to be greeted with. By the way, creating an account with Boosteroid is completely free. This allows you to be able to make an informed buying decision when you go to purchase that subscription. You can see their games list. You can test your internet connection, stuff like that. You can kind of get an idea of what you're going to be expecting when using Boosteroid. So basically, like I said, this is the main website, and we'll talk about some of the other stuff later. But this is the main website. We're going to go ahead and go over to library. Click the library tab. There we go. And this is the main website. You can scroll forever. They've got many, many games. They don't have every single PC game available, but they do have most of them. A good, I don't know, 80%, 90%. I'm not sure. They even got some of the newest and most popular games. A lot of the new games sometimes will appear at the top here. You can click on popular games. You can, scroll to, you can click new. So these are some of the newest games that they've added just recently. They got Pal World on there, which everybody's playing apparently. House Flipper 2 and all that stuff. But yeah, you can scroll forever. Also, this My Games tab. This is where most of your games go when you click the little plus icon. One of the things to kind of make sure to look out for is you can use the little search bar up here. We'll talk about that in a minute too. You can use the little search bar up here to search for games, so you don't have to scroll endlessly to try to find the games that you want to play, or see if they even have the game. You can go and type the title up in here. We're going to use SnowRunner as an example. So we've got SnowRunner. They've got two different versions of SnowRunner. So some games will have both the Epic and the Steam version on here as well. So we've got the Steam version and the SnowRunner, or the Epic version of SnowRunner. Make sure that you're trying to play the one that you actually own. So SnowRunner here, if I click play on the Steam version, it's going to take me to the Steam login. If I click play on the Epic version, Epic Games version, it's going to take me to Epic Games to log in there. And then once I've logged in, it's then going to check to make sure I own the game. So, and then it's going to launch it. So that's basically how that works. If you click the little plus icon next to either of these, what that'll do is add that. It will add that over here, down in this list. So you see I've got a few games added in here. It'll add a few games as well. You'll also notice on these games, you'll see the Steam icon, the Epic Games icon. Don't worry about all these free ones. These are just the icon of the developing team. So, or the company, I guess you could say. But you're also going to notice that there's some games that say license required and there's some games that say free. Both of these types require you to have a subscription in order to play that game with the Boosteroid service, because you're still using their servers and their hardware in order to play that game on whatever device you're trying to play it on. So the free ones, once you have a subscription to Boosteroid, you can play these free games. You don't need to own them, obviously, because they're free. as well. But the license required ones, what this means is that you need to own the game in order to play it. Again, still using their server, their hardware, their computer in order to play that game. So that's why you need to have a subscription. So, but that's pretty much that. The other thing is this is brand new as well. Just came out the other week. I think a week or two ago. So this one, you can connect your Steam account to Boosteroid, and what a Boosteroid will do, if with that connection, they will look at all your entire games list, and all the games that they have on their service, on the Boosteroid service, it'll automatically add them to this list here. Now, I haven't done it yet. I keep forgetting. That's just me. I keep forgetting. It's like, let's do it. Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's like I keep meaning to do it, and I just keep forgetting. And it's just like, look, I only use Boosteroid once a week, so it's not a big deal for me. But maybe you'll find some use for that. That'll add all the games that they have on their service. That'll add them here, so that you don't have to even use the search, which is really cool, as well. So. That's pretty much what that is, and they just added that. Also, before you purchase the subscription, there is this little tab here, this network test. So this basically will test your internet connection versus their server. It'll connect you to the closest server to you that Boosteroid owns, and then from there, it will then connect to the computer that it's going to be connecting to. So it'll test your connection, and then you can go, okay, that's going to work, or okay, that's not going to work, whatever. I think they were either they were going to add, or they've already done it. They were going to add where you could search, or where you could switch servers to which one was best for you. I can't remember if they've added that or not, but I would do the network test to show you what it is, but it does show you your exact location, so I'm going to stay away from that. You know how it is. But also, if you're wondering what Fanatical is a game store that allows you to buy games for Boosteroid. So basically, there you go. Okay, good. I got worried there. But it allows you to add allows you to buy games that you can play on Boosteroid. So these games are yours to own. They're not for just playing on Boosteroid. But there's tutorials here on how to activate the game keys. So Fanatical is just another game store. You can buy games. You buy a Steam key or an Epic key for that game, and then you follow this little guide here. It'll show you how to activate that as well. And sometimes Fanatical does really good deals that Steam and Epic don't. So, just another little option, and you can go straight through their application or whatever to buy that game, and then you'll know, if I buy this game, does Boosteroid have it? If it's listed here on the Boosteroid service, then yes, they do have it, and you can buy it for that. So, and I think it'll automatically add it to your library too. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's pretty much that. The other thing to keep in mind is the way this works for saves is saves are all done over the cloud, just like the cloud gaming service to play your games over the cloud. The saves are also over the cloud. So when you click on certain games, let's go back here. So Satisfactory, for instance, this game right here, we're playing this save. This save has been is within the cloud because Satisfactory has cloud saves enabled. So yeah, we can go back over here and we click on Satisfactory. Just click on, don't click play, and it'll tell you all the different types of things. So you got mouse and keyboard, controller is supported, license required. It tells you, just gives you a little bit of information on it and stuff like that. But you also see this right here, cloud saves. So when I save my game and I exit the game back to desktop as if I'm on a computer, it will save to the cloud. Just like if you were on a computer, it'll save it through Steam or through Epic, however you got it in that. So it's basically that. And then when I go to play the game again, it's going to download the cloud save to the computer that I'm connected to, and then allow me to resume the save. So that's pretty much how that works. The thing the reason I'm mentioning this, though, is a few different reasons. One, this is going to you're going to probably run into this situation every now and again with certain games. Dyson Sphere Program is a good example of this. If we click on Dyson Sphere Program, you're going to notice that doesn't say cloud saves anymore. That says local saves. This is because the developer of the Dyson Sphere Program has not enabled cloud saves on their game. So you're not able to continue your game from your PC on another device through Boosteroid. And this is going to be for any of the cloud game services, because that's all they all work the same when it comes to the cloud save stuff. So Boosteroid doesn't have access to your computer or your personal files. So this is why cloud saves are so important. But there is a little thing that Boosteroid has done, that if you make a save with a game that only has local save, or that only locally saves only, local save only. There we go. Words and things. If you make that save, you don't have to restart again the next time you go to play this game, or any game that has local saves only. You will be able to resume that save the next time you go to play this game on Boosteroid. So if you actually mouse over it, it says your progress is saved on the Boosteroid servers. So the Boosteroid will actually save your game for you on their own servers, and then you can then play that game later on the Boosteroid again the next time you go to play. So that's basically just how that works. It's very few games that cloud saves are not enabled, so you may not run into that issue at all, but that's just kind of how that is. The other thing with have personal files and stuff like that, since Boosteroid does not have access to your personal files, this means mods are not supported for the games. They want you to play the games as intended anyway. As intended by the developers, of course. So mods are not supported, as well as third-party software. So Satisfactory, for instance, has Satisfactory Mod Manager, where you can get mods for the game and play that. Now, if you have mods for a game, more than likely you're not going to be able to use those. Like Satisfactory, for instance, uses a third-party software in order to do mods. But since we don't have that available to us, what was that? Oh, that was the vehicle. Okay, we'll go over here. But since Boosteroid does not have that third-party software or mods available to you, you're just going to have to play vanilla, unfortunately. That's just how it goes, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, there is a few exceptions to the rule. Where Boosteroid does allow mods, and these types of games are games like certain games on Steam have Steam Workshop, and when you go to play the game, it usually, if mods were downloaded for a save and stuff like that, it'll automatically download those, or you can get those through the Steam application. So that's kind of the exception to the rule, as well as games like SnowRunner that have a built-in mod manager built right into the game. You can get your mods back through there, so you can continue your save and stuff like that on Boosteroid. So that is the other thing. So that's pretty much that. Like I said, third-party software as well as mods are not supported, only in these cases where the mods are supported as games that have the Steam Workshop or games that have built-in mod managers right into the game. So that's pretty much all of that. There is one thing to mention as well. Should you lose connection to the internet completely, or should the power go out, basically, Boosteroid has a little system that they've got built into there that is the user loses connection via any means, basically completely loses connection, and it'll wait a little bit before it tries to reconnect you. And if that doesn't happen, that fails, it goes into a little bit of a mode where it takes your previous or your most recent save and it'll upload that for you. So let's say I'm on here, I'm on Satisfactory, I'm playing, power goes out, or I'm playing, internet connection completely drops out, I have no internet at all. What's going to happen? So what it's going to do is, since Satisfactory has autosaves, it's going to take my most recent save and it's going to then upload that to the cloud for me, and then it's going to reset the computer for the next user. So you You may lose some progress in those instances, but if the game has autosaves or you've saved recently, um, you're not going to lose too much, which is really awesome. Really awesome of them to do. When I first started partnered with Boosteroid, they didn't have that, so I'm really glad that they added that kind of stuff. So it really makes a difference, especially when you're like me, and a game like Satisfactory where the control key is used a lot. If I hit Control W, because I'm in a browser, that browser will close its window completely. It closes the entire window. I lose everything. And then by the time I get the browser back open, I get logged back into Boosteroid, the session is already closed out. But what it'll do is it'll take my most recent autosave, or my most recent save if I did a manual save. If that's the most recent one, it'll upload that for me. So then, since autosaves are intervals of 5 minutes on this game, I only lose, the most I'm going to lose is 5 minutes worth of work. So, really awesome of them to be able to do that, which is really cool. The other cool thing about Boosteroid that I haven't seen, that kind of gives them an edge over the competition, is they have infinite playtime. And what I mean by that is you can play your games for as long as you want. You can play your games for 5 minutes or 5 hours. It does not matter. Boosteroid does not care. You can play those. You can play those games. If I could play this game for 12 hours straight if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that because I'm not insane, but it is possible. Unlike the competitors where they have a limit on the play session time. 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It's just like that's not nice. Especially to content creators like me, where I end up playing a certain game. I can end up playing a game for like 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours, and then I condense all that down into maybe an hour worth of footage, and then I upload that onto YouTube. Well, that's kind of hard to do when the game keeps cutting me off. Or where the system keeps cutting me off. So that's really awesome of Boosteroid to do. Hopefully they never change that. You can play your games as long as you want. However, keep in mind that there is an inactivity timer. If you are inactive for 8 minutes, you will get a warning that tells you you have 2 minutes before the session closes out automatically. If you click end session, it'll end the session. If you click I'm still here, obviously it'll be I'm still here. This is so that you can't play games. You can't just get into a session and then just be idle the entire time. While the session is going. So that's just a little thing so that you're not taking up a space when you're not even playing the game as well. So yeah, it's just a little thing there just to keep in mind. So if you do plan on leaving for more than 10 minutes, just close out your session, let the autosave or let the save upload to the cloud, end the session, and leave. Free up that for somebody else. But yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. Every now and again we get jump scared by the thing, but anyway, so that's pretty much that I want to talk about. Let's go ahead and move on to pricing, and here we are at the pricing section. So basically, just to start out, if you happen to have a discount code or subscription code, make sure you enter those down here and you click apply, or if you have the subscription code, you click activate, and that'll activate that. So if you have a subscription, this is how the discount or the discount codes work. You enter the discount, you click apply, and that will apply that to the proper thing and the proper discount before you purchase your subscription. Before you click on the option you want, make sure you click that apply button with the code, and that will apply the discount. So that's pretty much, so you activate the code before, not while it's already ready to buy, like certain stuff. But anyway, so if you don't know what this type of pricing is, this is in euros because they're located, the main company headquarters is located in Ukraine. So that's why it's in euros. So 9.89 euros, that equates to about $10.80 in US. So hopefully that's closer to your currency if you're using something different than the standard dollar. But yeah, so that's about $10.80. And with this, and it doesn't matter between this option or this option, these are exactly the same except for pricing. One's a month, one's a year, of course. These are all one-time payments as well, but there's no difference between them. You get the basic virtual machine, you get the 1080p quality for the stream, and you get the 60 FPS max is what you're going to get. So that's pretty much for that pricing. They haven't had this option come out yet, so I'm not going to go through the pricing there, but this one's going to give you the high-end virtual machine with ray tracing, 4K quality, and 120 FPS, basically unlimited FPS pretty much for that. And they're going to do 1 month and a 6 month, but they haven't got that option finished yet, so that's why it's not out yet. But this is the two options that you have here, which is just basically standard. So that's pretty much that. So this, the 12-month option is 89.89 euros a month or a year. So you're paying just under $100 every year. So if you want to go with that option, if it's more convenient to do that. But if you are just starting out and you're not really sure what to expect, you tested your internet's good, you got some games you want to play on some devices you want to use, that kind of stuff. Whatever devices that may be, I would recommend starting out with the 1 month, and that way, if things don't work out, if it's not working the way you wanted it to, or you run into some unforeseen problems that you can't really deal with, the $10.80 or the 9.89 euros is not really all that much to kind of throw away. In my experience, is best to start out with the lower priced, and then if things work out awesome, which more than likely they will, you can go with another month, continue paying by month, or if you really want to be adventurous, go to the 1 year, whichever you like. But if you're just starting out, I'd recommend that. And of course, if it's extreme circumstances that it's Boosteroid's fault or Boosteroid server's fault, and you're able to get a refund, they will refund you that. So just saying that just because this is still kind of newish technology, even though it's been out for quite a few years now. It's still kind of newish technology. It's not perfect. I run into issues, even though I've got a really good internet connection. I run into a few issues every now and again, so it's just one of them things, and that's going to be all over all the services, not just with Boosteroid. That's all the services. We're asking the internet to do a lot, to do a heck of a lot. So, it's just one of them things. But yeah, honestly, I love Boosteroid. I use it all the time. I've been partnered with Boosteroid for quite a while now, a little over a year. Actually, has it been a year? No, it's been about 6 months. Maybe 6 months to a year, we'll say. Something like that. But I've been using Boosteroid for quite a long time. I've had very few issues. Mostly internet connection issues, which is my fault. So, well, kind of. That's my ISP's fault, but you get the idea. Anyway. Alrighty. So, where were we last time? So, last time I don't have the ability to fly here. I don't have the jetpack yet. Although, perhaps I should try and get that. Anyway, so where were we at last time? So last time we had built this platform over here. We had basically put in more power, which we've got right here. Now we had these all on. Are all these on? I think they are. Yeah, our capacity is 1350 right now, and we're not using all that much, to be honest. However, let's check on water. We were having problems with water earlier before as well. Looks like we're okay. Let's go all the way to the end. Get out of my power station. He's stuck up there. He can't move. How we doing? Okay, doing good there. Doing good there. Very nice. Doing good there. Okay, we also made a way to be able to go downstairs as well. So we've made this little ramp. which goes right down here to the bottom floor so we can see our pumps and stuff. Looks like our flow is good. Yep, doing pretty good. Very nice. Okay, we also have this too, of course. We need to move this. Don't know why I just jumped in the water. Whatever. And we got pumps here, which then to those pumps up there. Those pumps are actually pretty close to being maxed out. So. Yeah. Oh, and also, if you're wondering why the game's FPS is about 40 right now, that is just because I have Lumen turned on. I couldn't think of it. It's Lumen. So basically, if you don't know what Lumen is, it makes the dark spaces dark, essentially. So when you normally in Satisfactory, when you're inside of a dark area like this, it's gonna be slightly dark, but it's going to only it's still going to be it's still going to be very, very lit up, because that's just how the global illumination is. Well, it's not global illumination, just how it is, right? But if you turn global illumination on when I go inside of a building, this is an Unreal Engine 5 thing. When I go inside of a building, global illumination activates. Basically, it's always active, but it mostly activates inside of dark spaces, and anything that gives off light will give off light. If there is no light sources, you're not going to have any light, and it's going to be almost pitch black, which is really awesome. So, but anyway, that's pretty much how Lumen works. So, what's on the docket for today? On the docket for today is we need to start getting actual factories set up, full-on factories. So we need to figure out where we're going to put our factories, and we need to then get our factories going for those particular things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate about how many machines I need for the end game, because we're going to start building some permanent factories here. A lot of these are pretty temporary, like that one's pretty temporary. All that over there is pretty temporary and stuff like that. But I want to then find some iron, and I want to set up an iron plate factory. And that's basically what we're going to do, and then we're eventually going to start running some trains and stuff like that through different areas and whatnot, as well. So basically we're going to have collections facilities, and then we're going to have trains delivering the materials, the raw materials, to those different facilities and stuff like that. So basically we're not going to go, oh, this is a good place to put an iron plate factory because there's a bunch of iron nodes. We don't need to do that. We can put our iron plate factory anywhere we want, and then we'll set it up like that. We may have to wait for that to do some more temporary to be able to do that kind of stuff, but it shouldn't be too bad, I suppose. We're still kind of in the very early game, so, and we might just see if we can focus on getting phase 2 complete, because we're kind of out of tiers. Yeah, we're out of tiers because it's a desert, but we're also out of tiers to do for phase 2, so we need to start focusing on phase 2, I suppose. That way we can get to phase 3, we can get some better power, we can start getting trains and stuff like that too. But yeah, phase 2 basically is 500 of those frame looking things. Those are versatile frameworks, and then the 100 thing is the automated wiring factory type deal. So we need to figure out what we're going to do, or where we're going to put that. We need to make both factories. We're probably going to set them on the same foundation and then try and get some materials going for that type of stuff. So for that, we're going to grab some foundations, and then we're going to bring this up. We'll bring this up right about here, so we're kind of out of the way. Oops. Hold on. I need to lock this to the world grid, so we can hold control. There we go. Now we're locked to the world grid, so that way we can, pretty easily connect our factories up. You can see that one was a little bit, oops. You can see that one was a little bit off there. So we'll go ahead and remove that. So let's see how big we need to go here. Probably another 5x5, huh? I think I might go off this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got 5. So and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. It's going to be a hovering platform for a little bit, but I need to kind of figure this out. Just to kind of speed us through Phase 2. Because Phase 2 is going to take a little while. So we're probably going to start on the versatile framework first. Okay, so versatile frameworks, we can actually hit the O key, and then if Boosteroid will let us, Boosteroid does not know how to deal with being able to type within UI menus. This has always been a thing. So what you can do, a little trick, is you can bring up the overlay. This is if you're on PC, by the way. Is you can move your mouse cursor right with that, and then click in, and then see now my mouse cursor is up there. Well, it was. Let's see. There we go. We could type in. Sorry, it's a little weird, isn't it? Type in versatile framework, which is steel beams and frames. So we're going to need to get steel beams over here. And we're not going to drive by truck. We're just going to bring a belt over because that's going to... The truck's going to take forever, so... And same with the frames and stuff like that, too. So, versatile framework, we'll go ahead and grab... Production, we'll grab an assembler. Let's go ahead and throw that down. Because we're going to have two different factories over here, we'll put this roughly on this side. And then the automated wiring one can go over here. Okay. So then, scroll down, versatile framework. We need 30 steel beams per minute and 2.5 frames per minute, so close that. Okay. So the steel beams are going to need to come in on a belt to come over here. It's going to be a little bit difficult if I do say so. It's going to... my belt lines are going to be insane. As well. Because steel beams are clear over here. Because we can't do a truck. Because we're bringing in coal. So if we wanted to do a truck, we'd have to do another truck station. I suppose we could do a truck station. Because we are kind of near the sand right here. So it could work. But at the same time, I'm like, a belt will do just fine. So, how many steel beams do we have? We have quite a few steel beams. So we could just run a belt. It's just how it's going to have to be right now. Because we don't... I need trains unlocked in order to do what I want to do, to be honest with you. So we're just going to run a belt clear over there. And then down the hill. My internet's going crazy. I hate building like this, but it's kind of, you kind of have to do it. You kind of have to build this way in the beginning game. And we only get about we only get a little over an hour of what you call it, of game time, really. So, I mean, we get more than that, but you know what I mean. It's hard to make progress like that. And connected. Alright. So there's that one. That one actually took me a little bit trying to get this stupid thing figured out, but we got it there. And you reconnect this. So yeah, it comes from all the way from the steel plant in the most crazy way possible. But I managed to get over here for this particular thing. So there's our steel beams. Now we just need our modular frames. Are we making modular frames? I don't remember. I think we are, because we needed some. And I think we had them being manufactured down here. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we need modular frames. We need 2.5 per minute, which means we're going to have to overclock this a little bit. Gonna have to use the slider. And hope. Just hope. 2.5, okay. So here's 2.5 per minute. We need 3.75 reinforced plates per minute. Okay, 3.75, that's the magic number. Because we are splitting with this, so we need to make sure we're still producing enough. So 3.75 plus 2. Right, 3.75 plus 2, that's 5.75. I don't know why I even tried that. I could have just done that. 5.72, that is the magic number for our reinforced plates. So now we need to go back up to this factory. 5.72. Is it really 7.2 and not 7.5? No, it's 2.5. So 2.5. Wait, no, 3.75. 5.75, right, never mind. 5.75. So we'll go up here. Make sure we're producing that. Okay. 5.75. So yeah, we're producing 7.5, so we're still overproducing what we need. Which is good. We can just ride this belt all the way back. Whee! Okay, so we're definitely producing what we need then. I'm actually going to have this produce a little more. As long as we don't overdo that 7.5. But yeah, if I have this produce just a little bit more, then I can have some extra. So then we'll just grab this belt, and we need to go this way with it. Where is our factory? Factory's over there. Okay. So we'll just bring this up this hill in a decent looking manner. Try not to pull it through the terrain. Then we'll go up this way with that. Just right next to the machines. And then we'll go roughly that way. That way-ish. And then, since these frames are pretty tall, what we're going to do is we're going to go up over this. Cross over that belt. Make like a little bridge. Not exactly the bridge I wanted, but yeah, well, it works. Oh, okay. And then over here, we got to go to this, right like that. We got to remove this connector point. 7. Grab 7, put it there. But yeah. Put that there. Okay. Oops. And then a 4. Drop that down. 3. Okay. You could probably just connect that like that, but I kind of want to bring this down a little bit. then it doesn't look so bad going in there. So now we've got our frames. Now that we've got those connected, now we can, we're going to have to pull some power over here. We should probably pull from that tower or this tower. This tower's probably fine. We'll put a power connector here, right in the middle. Did I center this on 5? I thought I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I centered it on 6. Okay, whoops. It's okay. We'll deal with it. Is that centered? Just touching the outer line. No, it is not centered. Okay, that's probably centered now. No? Really? Yeah, control's not working today. Not with this thing. I don't know why. It's not working! Whatever. Since it doesn't want to work, there's nothing we can really do about that. So then we'll pull this out to there, I suppose. And pull this connection out to there, I suppose. And this one can just directly connect to that. This one, however, has to go to this side. To then connect to that. So it doesn't clip the wire through. But there we go. We are now making... whoops. We are now making versatile framework. Heck yeah. Now that's going to take forever to make, because if we want to calculate it, say, okay, let's calculate this out, right? We have 5 per minute and we need 500. So we take our 500, let's pull out the calculator here. We take 500, and we divide that by 5. That's going to be 100 minutes. So 100 minutes... 100 minutes, so we divide that by 60. That is 1.6 hours. So that's actually not going to be that much, okay. Because we're making 5 per minute. Okay. Yeah, 5 per minute, 100 minutes makes 500. Yep. That's 1.6 hours, so that's actually not too bad. The automated wiring, however, might be a little more of a problem. Also, I didn't give room for the storage boxes to go straight out, so we'll have to do organization. We need industrial storage crates, by the way, so that it continues to build. I guess we'll just throw that there. And then we go to the other side. Take this one. And throw that one there. And then 3. Pull this one out. 1, 2. And connect that into there. One, 2. Then connect that to there. So now we got our versatile frameworks going to here. So it's going to take a little bit to make, but we at least got that going. So not too bad, not too bad. Now we need to figure out the automated wiring. So the automated wiring is going to be a little more complicated because it takes parts that we're not currently making right now. So automated wiring, which takes stators and cable. So we're going to be pulling from the wire factory, which is right over there. That's the cable factory. So we need to bring cable over here, as well as we need to bring wire to a new factory to make stators, as well as we need to bring over a belt of steel pipe. Because if we look at N again, we can type in stator, We can click on that, and that'll bring this up. I might do it that way because that one's a little more easier. We got two different types of stators now. We can make 5 per minute, or we can make 8 per minute, which takes the that wire, that quick wire that we would use. In. However, I'm not going to use that recipe because just because I'm not going to bring down to quick wire right now because quick wire, if we wanted to do that recipe for quick wire is all the way up there on that that cliff side, so that's a bit worse of a trek right now. But I think we'll deal with it. So we need 2.5 stators per minute. If we look at that recipe, not that, and we click stator here, we make 5 per minute, so that's perfect. And we probably need to get a motor factory going anyway, so what we might do is we might get a little motor factory going too. But for right now, we're going to do the stators. We make 5 per minute, which isn't too bad. So we'll just get the wire and the steel pipe going, and we'll have one machine doing that. It's just a case of where are we going to set it. I might just set it up as a standalone machine over here somewhere. So then what we can do is we can just bring in the wire. Of course, we could bring in the wire, cable, and stators over to this factory. Or the wire, cable, and steel pipe. And then put another one of these machines right back here. But that might be too complicated, I think. Yeah, that's probably too complicated. So what I'll do is I'll grab one of these, and we'll put that over here somewhere. Because I want it to go back in line. It's going to be crazy. What we'll do is we'll stick it there. Okay. We'll just stick it there. Just stick it. Take your factory and stick it there. Sorry. And then I want to get that as close as I can without going through the belt. Right there. And then we'll take our little cable thing over here, and we'll just pull power from this factory. How's this one getting power from right there? Okay. We'll have a new pole to there. Alright, disconnect that one. I guess connect to this. And then connect that one to there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, sweet. That'll work for now. A lot of this, like I said, is really, really temporary, so I'm actually going to pull this power pole here. Let's disconnect that one. That way it doesn't clip through a bunch of crap. Or, hold on. This is still not working like I want. We'll pull the power to right here. And then pull it down there. There. And that's not clipping through things. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, and this is going to be a little bit different, is I'm going to use the pole stacker because I need to bring steel over here. Or steel pipe, sorry. I need to bring steel pipe. I think we're making enough steel pipe, aren't we? So if we... there it went again. Hitting the wrong keys. Hit... Not that one. This key. Stator... Stators need, so we can click this, we can click to expand it. They need 15 steel pipes per minute. I think we're making that. I really do. I think we're making that. Look at this crazy belt line. It's not so bad actually. In certain spots. The sand does go through this belt right here, but it's fine. Then we're going to go over to logistics, and we're going to thread on these wherever my little connections are. Should be able to put it. I won't be able to put it exactly where it's at, but I can put it close. And then we just go along this belt line and put these. Because we can't, I can't hold control and line it up. Nope. That's okay though. Kind of like that. And then we can stack from there. Okay, there's the steel pipes coming in. We just gotta boop. And they're done. Give them a second to be over here. Here they come. Right on in there. Alright. Then we still gotta set the recipe, so we're just gonna go with the normal stator. Because we don't want to bring quick wire all the way over here. Plus the wire's right here, so there's the stators going in. Now we just gotta get the wire over here. So we're gonna pull from this box, of course. Also, I didn't check, but how much wire does this need? 40 per minute. And how much are we making? 30 per minute. Aha! So that would have been a bad day. So we probably should double this. I am going to double it. Which is going to be 60 per minute, which is going to need 30 copper ingots per minute. And this one, I think, is doing 30, isn't it? Yeah, it's doing 30 already. So that's the perfect amount, and now we're making more wire than we need, so that because we're going to need wire for other things as well, personal inventory, that type of stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and pull us a belt. I want to pull it kind of all the way up here-ish in somewhat of a straight line, and then straight up they go. There goes the wire. Off they go. Right on in. Okay. And we are now making stators. Very nice. So that's another factory done. I know these factories don't look pretty. I know they look like crap. And I know that's that right there is really kind of glitching out hard, but that's the NVIDIA DLSS. And that's not even my graphics card, so you can't say nothing. Just kidding. Anyway. Oh, this pole's going to be right in the way, isn't it? Sorry, I don't know why I turned into a duck there for a second. It's just the way it is. I guess, you know what we'll do is we'll do this. Pull it to here. Pull it over to here, to this side. And then disconnect that, and then connect that. There we go. That might do something. And then 3, and then connect that. Okay, that's a bit higher than I thought it was going to be. Alright, we'll connect it like that then. And then we'll go downhill and just connect it like that. Okay. Yep, and what this is going to... I didn't want that. It's like, connect properly, dang it. We'll bring that over there. And then we're going to bring this to this. It's going to be a little bit awkward, just because of that, but just the way it goes. I think we can go here. And of course we need to get up on the platform. And then yeah, we can just go like this. I have to go a little bit further in. Oh, I hate that. Ugh, I hate that. Oh, we'll do it this way then. That'll be the better way of doing it. 1, 2, and in you go. Okay, and then the rest of those stators, we don't really need to carry around stators. So. Alright, so now we gotta get that cable in here. which is going to be interesting how we're going to do that. I think I have an idea, though. I think what we'll do, since that's coming up on that level, and that's coming in on that level, let's bring it in on this level. So then we'll go all the way to here, and then now we need to get up there. We'll hold on to this. Connect it like that, maybe? I think the cables will fit through that gap. 1, 2. Okay. Will the cables fit? Oof. No, they will not. Here, hold on. Let's do this a little differently here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So then down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then that should make that exact same angle pitch there. Actually, that's going to be a bit lower, so we should probably go right there. Yeah, it's like I didn't even think about that. It's gonna. Still wants to do that. We're just, you know what? It's too steep. It's too steep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 4. That's gonna get us a lift. Ooh. Okay, well I'm gonna put this lift in temporarily then, and I'm going to grab this because I want it at this level, like that. Then we'll grab 4. Okay, snap it to this one. There we go. Nice, got it. Okay, just a little trick you can do. And we'll just go boop. Now drag that cable right on in. Okay. So then we gotta drag a belt down this way. Try to drag it kind of straightish. Want to go right in behind this, what do you call it? This miner here. And then go that way with it. Okay. We just gotta line it up towards kind of straight. Okay, I'll drag this down here. Kind of like that. I want to pull it. Can I pull it? Ugh. Okay, we'll pull it up here then. Alright, then we'll go this. See, am I gonna get a line? Nope, I'm not gonna get a line for that. Well, balls. Guess I'll just do it that way then. Oh yeah, we forgot to check how much cable we're making versus what the machine needs. So let's go check that. There's belts everywhere. You like spaghetti? I got you spaghetti. It's delicious. Slurp it right up. Sorry. Don't know what I'm talking about. 50 cable per minute. Okay, we're probably going to need to up our machine here. We'll see though. We'll see. So 50 cable per minute. Well, yeah, we're only making 30. Which needs 60 wire per minute. Which... Okay. These are giving us 60 wire per minute, so that's 30. So we're going to need to up the thing. How much is this pushing? This is pushing 60, but it can be overclocked. And then both of these are taking half. Okay. Yeah, we can up that. So let's up this. Let's double out our cable usage. or cable production, because we need 50, let's produce 60. Okay. So now we need 120 wire per minute. So then what we do is we take each one of these and we double the wire output with 2 overclockers. Then we overclock that. Go over to this one. Overclock that. So now we need 30, so we need 60. Okay, and then we take over to this one, and since we need 60, we put 2 overclockers in this one, double it, which is then producing 60, which now needs 60. So now we need what? 60, 70, 80, 90, right? We need 90 per minute. Okay, so we go over here, take this, there's 90. So now we're producing 90 per minute. Alright, and that did put a little bit of a strain on our power, so let's check our power. Not bad actually. We're still way overproducing. Okay. So we got our cable going. So now we're making both automated wiring and the versatile frameworks for phase 2 already. So that's pretty quick, pretty easy factory to set up. It's going to get way more complicated in the future, so don't worry about that. It will get crazy. So we already have 100 here. It is going to take a while though, in order to get that all done. I'm not going to be able to leave this game running, so we're just going to have to. Hopefully we'll get this done next time as well. So should be good there. All right, what else do we want to work on? We don't have any more tiers to work on. Is there anything we want to produce? Motors is the other thing we wanted to produce. Let's see. What can we do? Because we can do a motor factory as well. Oh, I also wanted to check. 1 second. Let's go up here. Whoops. Oh no, stators is what we wanted to check on. Oh, what I wanted to check on this too. Okay, so 2.5 per minute. So we need 100, so we take that 100 divided by 2.5. That is 40 minutes. So we take that 40 minutes. That's not even an hour. That's 40 minutes. You really can't do any further below that. Okay, so about 40 minutes and those will be ready to go as well. Okay, but yeah, like I said, I wanted to do a little motor factory. So what I'm going to do is we got stators coming in over here. I think I am going to, we'll do a little small expansion on this side for that. So expand out 3, I think. We might go out a little further. Maybe like, okay, well, I'm out of concrete, so I guess that's as far as we're going. Alright, so then we'll take this. We're probably going to have to up our stator count here. I might stick this right there. Okay, so this is going to be motors. So a little motor factory. So we need 10 stators per minute, which means we're going to up. So 10 plus 2.5, that's 12.5 stators. 12.5 stators. Wait, ooh, the stators are over here. 12.5 stators. So we're going to put in all 3 overclockers, and let's overclock this to the moon. That's 12.5. Okay, so 12.5, that needs 100 wire per minute. So that means we're going to need to up this to its maximum. That's only 75. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to then take this, and let's see if we can... Yeah, putting it there does not... It's too steep. For some reason. Okay, but as soon as I let go, it puts it there. Huh, weird. There is no room, though, so we're going to have to do it this way. Unfortunately. Okay, and 3. So this one, we're just immediately going to... So this one needs to make wire. Throw that in there. Give me one of those back, please. Can I have this? Put it back in my... There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, so we got 60 there. So that'll be 120 on that line. As well. So we don't need a... I'm not going to do another box. I'm just going to do a merger. Which is a 9 or an 8? It's an 8. Control. That'll lock it in. 3. Bring the belt down over to there. So this one needs 30 per minute, which is what this is doing. So then we'll take this, run it up here. This is going to be doing copper ingots, which is already doing 30, so we just need an extra 30, which is 120 for this thing. So basically just doubling what this output can do. Okay. And we're also going to need to power all this. So let's pull a new power pole right there. And then connect it directly to that. We need concrete. Alright, 1 second. Let's go grab some concrete. Yeah. Right over here. And I'd probably grab 2 stacks. That work? Okay. So yeah, you can play the game like this, by the way. Is that working? Yeah, okay. You can play the game like this, where you set up one factory, one for everything, and you just kind of get it working, and you don't really worry about much else. Which we'll play like that for a little bit, just for the sake of the gameplay at the current moment. But once we unlock trains, the whole game changes. It's going to change for us. So we need to make sure we don't screw us. So this is kind of why I'm doing like little factories, because then I can easily destroy each factory and then set up a nice one that's going to be making whatever we need. So okay, so we are now producing what we need for that, which is going to have this thing output to its maximum. We might have to let things kind of back up a little bit before we connect that motor factory to power, and that will kind of sort that out. So that way we can kind of get stuff backed up at least a little. Okay, so those are both working, right? Did we overclock this? We did not overclock this, but we don't need to, because we need 30. Okay, so we got our second wire factory going. Alright. I know this is a mess. I know. Just spare me the it's a mess, what are you doing? It's like, I know what I'm doing. Not really, but I do. Then we need stators as well, so... Or not stators, sorry, rotors. So our stators are coming in here. I'm wondering if we can get a splitter right there lined up with that. Logistics 8 or 9, sorry. Yeah, it's like if we can get a splitter coming in, that would be cool. Then we can just directly go from this into the machine. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that will work. So what we'll do, we'll take this out. This will work much better anyway. We'll go from here. And that'll work. Connect to that. There's our stators. So, yep, stators coming in. And we'll take from this belt. We'll remove this belt. 3. Stators coming in. We should be able to just... Yeah, that works perfect. Does it? Yeah, that works perfectly. Straight. It's nice and straight. Okay, and then again... oh. I guess what we'll do is put the stators in this machine. Okay. Then we'll remove these because we don't need them. Let's grab this. There. That's got a little platform it sits on. How's that look? It look okay? And it's perfectly lined up. So now we're going to send half the stators down this way, and then the other half up that way. So that needs 10 stators. This one needs 2.5. So that works out to 12.5. We're making 12.5. Let's see if we're making enough. So we need 37.5 steel pipe. I'm pretty sure we're making that, but we're going to go check anyway. So follow the belt line. Just like that. 37.5. I don't know what I don't remember what the steel pipes actually do per machine. I think it's 15. If it's 15, we're good. It's 20. Okay, so we're making way more than enough steel pipe. That's good. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. Let's go. Ah! Oh, that belt does go a little bit wonky right there. Get back on the belt lines faster. I remember when we had some crazy belt lines going. In the very first of the game we had played this, we had we set up a belt line, a main bus line, to go from the desert to where we had our factory, and it was like stacked like 10 belts high. It was insane. It was really crazy. Okay, so we got this factory going right here. Let's go ahead and grab a box. Looks like the box is going to need to go this way. Unfortunately. That's okay, though. We'll line it up with that. Line it up with this thing here. Okay, grab our belt line. Right, the 1, 2. Okay, so that one will go there. Do we have this connected to power? I think we don't. I'll have to pull power from over here. We have that. We can just pull it to here. And then connect it down there. Okay, that'll work. Alright, so we have our stators going in as well. So now we need 10 rotors per minute. Let's see if we're making that. I have to pull belts from down here now. Because our rotors are being made clear over here and they're being split. So we need 10 rotors per minute. Now that's pretty insane, because we're making 4 right now. We're making 4 rotors per minute. So 4 rotors, 2 of those rotors are going over here. So if we're making 4 rotors per minute, we need to make 10 rotors per minute. We need to make 12 rotors per minute, because we're going to need this machine later. So 12 rotors per minute. We need to up this. I don't even know if we can we get there with this? Nope. We can only do 10. So we're going to need another factory making rotors. Oh my gosh. I don't wanna. Okay, well. Whoa, I got on the belt line. I might remove the rotor machine and get this up on a foundation. It might be easier that way, but I'm not sure. Or we might put it up here at least. Yeah, let's put it up here at least. Let's get 2 machines up here for our rotors. This is like the equivalent of putting it on a foundation anyway. Okay, let's do it. Alright, foundation time. Because we're out of room. So 3. We'll do 3. Wait, what the heck? There we go. We're definitely on the grid, right? Oh. Okay, we won't do that. Alright. Get our 2 rotor machines up here. Put them like that, I think. We'll be alright. Let's go ahead and lock that in, so then we can see where it's at. There we go. Got some grass coming through the thing. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Then we're going to need to do a 9 and 8. Need to do an 8. And 3. Oops, that's not even lined up. 8. I'll just do it way out here. And 3. Over to there. Over to there. And that one. Okay. Rotor. Control C. Control V. Okay. So we're going to need iron rods. So this is only 8. We're throwing 1 overclocker, see how many that does. That does 6. That'll get us our 12. We should probably throw in a second one. So we get 8. So then we're making 16. Okay, copy paste. Yep, that copied over that. Alright, and then let's get some power. How close? 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2. Right there. Okay, and then since we're connected to that, we'll just directly connect to that. Okay, so there's our rotors. What do we need for rotors? We need screws. We're going to need 200 screws. We're going to need 400 screws. 400 screws. Are you serious? Alright. And I guess down here we'll make another factory. So here's where the screws are being made. How many screws can we get per minute out of one of these machines? We can get 125. Oof. That's going to be a big old oof. So we're going to need a few screw machines. So 125, 250, 375, 500? Yeah, it's 125, and then this one makes it 250, and then this one makes it 375, which then that extra 25 would then go to 400, and then this one would go to 500. Yeah, so we're correct. Okay. And we need 400 screws, by the way. So this is a pretty good size. I'm going to go one more, so then we have a little bit extra room. Okay, and then we'll go over just a wee bit. Okay. Because we only needed screws for... Wait, what factory is this? That needs screws and rods, so we're going to need rods as well. Which means we need another screw factory doing rods. Right? Yeah. No, wait, no, we're doing... that's iron ingots rods, never mind. The screws don't make rods. Rods make screws. And in this case, doesn't even do that, so don't ask me. Don't you dare go underneath there. I'll fight you over that spot. Okay. So 4 screw factories. That's going to be insane. That we're going to have to bring iron from our other places because this is going to be insane. The screw factory. 1, 2. Have to be real careful here. 3, and then 4. Okay, so then 9. We need a splitter. Hold on. So if we overclock these, so we're going to do the cast screw. If we full overclock these, that needs 31.25 ingots per minute. Okay, so Control C, Control V. Oh, and there we go. And we're back. Okay. And now you know my qualms with using this on with that, because unfortunately one of the issues I have is I use the browser, which the browser is just easier for me to do that kind of stuff. The only problem I have is Control W closes out my entire window, like I explained before. I can't disable that or change that with the thing. And Control, I played this game for over 2,000 hours. Control, I can't just. I've already tried it. Hitting Control, I cannot get out of my brain to play this game. So I can't just change the control on the game itself. You might be able to do it if you haven't played haven't played a game long enough to where you just can't stop hitting control. It's just like it happens anyway, so it's just like, well, I can't disable the control, and I can't change the controls on this game because I'm so used to the way this game operates. So what are you left with, you know? It'd be awesome if Boosteroid could come up with a way to disable the hotkeys within a browser. It's either that or I just have to start using the application, maybe? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but yeah, it's one of those things. And luckily, it loaded up my previous autosave, so it did exactly what it said it was going to do. So I really can't do much about that. Like I said, it's not something you can change because the browsers for some reason decided and unanimously anyway, decided that you cannot change the hotkeys of the browser. You can't change them and you can't disable them. So it's just like, what the heck do you do then? I mean, like, why is it that way? And I can't find a reason, so nobody knows. That's just what it is, though. Okay, so we got 125 screws per minute coming in on each line. That's 250. That's just under what our Mark III belts can do, which is perfect. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put this in here. We're going to expand this, and then we're going to then do this. And I can still delete that belt, so we'll do that. And then we'll do foundations. That looks like a 1 meter drop, so go ahead and do that. Actually, I'm going to do this first. We'll delete this, being very careful with the control key. And then we'll grab a 4 meter like this. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I'll just do it this way. That works too. And then we'll do that. Like I said, I can disable that, so, or I can delete those over there. Okay, so at least we can get the screws going. So we're gonna have to have 2 belts coming in that way. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go logistics, conveyor merger. We'll go over here. Probably do it this way. So we'll do that. Do that. Do that. And then do that. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Oops. Do that. There we go. And then pull the belt over like that. So then we got our 2 belts in the center. Like that one. Bring it over. Like that. 3. Connect in between. Oops. So connect. There we go. Jeez. Cheese. Cheese. All of the cheese. Okay. So then we're going to do organization because we need a box of screws. So I'm going to do a big old logistics, a big old industrial box here. We'll just bring that right up against there. And then 3. So we're only going to do 1, of course. So that one can go there. And then we can do this one. Let's see, where's the snap point? Right there. Okay. Then we'll bring both belts over to the edge of the platform here. Now we got built up. It should be straight. It is. Just like that. Then just like that. And we'll bring that all the way over. So this first belt obviously is going to go to this one. So then we're going to bring that up. We're going to bring that up. What's wrong with me? Who knows? I have no idea. And 4. Do that. Oh, that kind of drops it weirdly. 7. That should be in line with that. And then we do a 4. Perfect. Then we do a 3. And that brings it up perfectly like that. Okay, and then of course the one above is going to be the rods. It's because it's slightly off, I think, is what's happening. It's 1 meter off, so it's all weird. Everything's all weird here. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to delete this. We're going to get rid of this little splitter thing we got going on here, which is going to the rods over here. Bring that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the rods up there as well. That'll work out much easier. Now we got a whole box of screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 4 and I'm going to then pull that way. So we're going to run out of stuff for the rotors right now, but we're kind of out of time anyway, so I figure what I'll do is we'll take this box. I'm not even going to try and connect it anywhere else other than here. And then we'll drain that screw line all the way up there. From this box to that box. We'll do the same with rods here in a minute. Oh, let's turn this, let's get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. We're going to need more smelters anyway. So we'll get rid of that. And then once this box is empty, we can then delete that as well. So it's going to take a little while to drain that completely. I'm also going to go ahead and remove this. Let's just pick up the rod machine right now. We're going to end up with extra stuff, but that's okay. Alright. And then I think I'm going to put the rod box. Actually, we can expand this a little further now that we got all that out of the way. And what I can do is do the same I did over there, except for this way. And then just put the foundation in, like that. I might have to move the rod box twice, because I don't have the other factory yet. So we'll put the rod box up there. And we'll take this and stick it there. And then that will just drain out that from one rod box to another. That'll work there. We'll get rid of this, get it out of the way. Okay, so for the screws, how many factories do we need for rods? Or for this? We need 40, so 80 rods. Will one machine do that? That would be awesome. You know what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do this without hitting W. We're going to place one here and place this here and then delete this one, so then we've got a space. So if we set this to iron rods, can we get 40 iron, or 80? No, we can't even get 40 out of that. Oof. Okay, so we're going to need rod machines as well. We need 40, we need 80 iron rods. Ooh. Yeah, the factory is going to get quite large with that, because we're going to need to expand that way. Hopefully we can get enough. The only fortunate thing is yeah, it only goes to 37.5. It doesn't actually hit, which is unfortunate. So if we do that, that's 30. 30, 60, we need 3 machines doing it this way. Which we should be able to easily do. So we put that like that. Then we can put this one here. Is this connected to anything? Not really. Oh, it is, actually. Let's pull this pole down this way. So then we can still power the miner. And pull this one that way. Because that one's connected to this, so let's do that. And then connect that via there. And then we're going to remove this pole entirely. Then we'll pull a pole to there, and then to here. Then we can remove these two. And then go from here to there. Okay. Then we can put in our third machine. Which these are going to be rods. And we're going to overclock twice. Okay. Control C. Control V. I'm learning. Control V. Because what I tried to do, the reason it closed out the window is because I hit Control C and I went over to the next machine while holding Control, because you can do that in the normal game, of course. And yeah, that's what messed it up. So then we've got 90 iron rods coming out of this. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up with that machine there. Of course, it's going to line up with the other box way over there. So that's why we kind of have to move it temporarily right now. But anyway, so that kind of solves that problem. I guess we'll have to continue this next time because we are out of time for this episode. But hey, we've got the versatile framework factory going, and we have the automated wire factory going, and we're making stators because we needed stators for that. So do we have 100 of these? We almost have 100 of these. We can turn those in next time. And then 51, 52, 50, that'll be 300. So yeah, we'll be pretty much ready to go for next time, which will be awesome. Looking good. Factory is going. And then we can move on to phase 3 and unlock a bunch more tiers that we can unlock, and we should be able to, I don't know, can we do, in phase 3, can we do trains? Oh, I can't even click on it. I don't remember. I think it is. I think it's tier 6 and 7. No, actually it's phase 4 where trains are unlocked. Okay, so we won't get trains yet. But that's okay. We'll get a better vehicle and stuff like that. It's all right. We'll figure it out. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory on the Boosteroid Cloud Gaming Service as well. So, just as a reminder before you go, there is a link down in the description below should you wish to use it. That link will, if you use that link to get a subscription, I do thank you because that does help out the channel using that link. So, anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.